What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another one of my videos. This one's going to be another trending topic, but this one's going to kind of be sort of a local trending topic, um, as you might have seen in the title. So today I want to talk about some silly propaganda that was shared with me. Someone had shared with me a letter that came in the mail. Now check this out, guys. It was a letter slash like poster for a city council member. Now this individual is on the right side slash conservative Republican side of the political spectrum. Um, but here's what really irks me about this whole climate that we're in, this political climate that we're currently in, okay? So the letter reads, and I'm going to post it so you guys can read it with me here in the video. The letter reads, we don't need, I quote, we don't need a far right MAGA extremist on the Kent City Council, unquote. Now, Kent is a city in the state of Washington. It is nearby where I'm at. And apparently, there's elections that go on throughout the year for different things, city attorneys, council, boards, and all the stuff in between, all the civil or the civic stuff that goes on in the city and your local government, right? So, why does this annoy me? Well, first of all, I despise when people automatically label you just because you're not on this side of the fence. You're automatically, in the most recent political terms, a MAGA. You are a MAGA. And that just drives me nuts. Just because, you don't agree with some policies on one side, you're either a MAGA, and then if you don't agree with the policies on the other side, oh, you're a lib. You're a silly lib. You're a R-word lib. To me, it's pathetic. It's pathetic what we're going through right now. I'm sick of, seeing all this propaganda where if you're not on one side, then you hate each other. There's no mutual understanding. There's no civil agreement. There's no middle ground. And it's really disheartening. It's really annoying. And I'll tell you why it's really annoying to read something like this, because not only, now I understand in politics, people like to dig up the dirt on folks on the past. They like to dig up certain things that people have done, said, and try to make them look bad so that the individual running against them can look better, right? And it goes both ways. They all throw dirt at each other. It's like that one show, the Yo Mama show or whatever, where, what was that one show that they used to have back in the day where you would go into someone's house and find dirt on them and then talk crap about them? After a couple days of doing some research. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen it back in the day. I'm a little old, but I remember that show. Anyways, so we got people throwing dirt on each other, but this one specifically is, like, to me, what I've seen in these pictures of this poster that came in the mail of my friend. It's extremely personal in my opinion, and it's very low to do something like this. And you'll see here, I'll post the pictures here real soon. Just to kind of put it in retrospect, they attack the individual who is running for city council, the conservative, conservatives slash Republican candidate is getting slandered because of their social media account. And which one is that? Instagram. Now, on their Instagram, okay, they have 3 pictures on this poster, and I'll post them all up here in a second. The first one reads, Kent City Council candidate Neat Grewal, I hope I'm saying that correctly, with right-wing extremist Steve Bannon. Okay. Why do we have to put labels like that? Right-wing extremist, left-wing extremist. Oh, hard liberal. Oh, hard MAGA. It's insane to me. It's dumb. I'm sorry. I think it's ridiculous. We shouldn't be, slandering people like this. Okay, but that's not even the worst one. The next two get even better, right? So the next one is going to be a picture of the individual running. Her name is Neat Grewal again, and it says Kent City Council candidate at Donald Trump's residence at Mar-a-Lago. Okay, so and it's a picture of the candidate, posted up in front of the property or a door or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a screenshot of their social media, you know. And I understand that if you post it out there on social media, it's for everyone to see. I get that. But really, you took a picture of in front of someone's property and that automatically makes you an extremist or a right wing this, a left wing that. I think it's insane. It's ridiculous. And, and I don't even think you should be, going that far. I mean, attack someone on their political, stances, as far as like what they say, not on what they post, or who they hang out with. I mean, you're judging them just by looking at a picture. So if I go and take a picture in front of a certain dealership, that means that I automatically like those kind of cars. No. I mean, I could have just been taking a picture there. I don't know. If I go and take a picture in front of, a certain restaurant, that means I automatically love that sort of food. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, the next picture to me is, again, you're digging pretty deep, and you're stretching it pretty thin. It's a picture and it reads Kent City Council candidate Neat Grewal with vaccine denier Robert Kennedy. That's insane. Vaccine denier. The labels, again, the labels that we put on people. It's so stupid. Just because someone does not want to inject themselves with a medicine or a vaccine that they don't want to do. I mean, obviously, you get your baby shots at the beginning, which even some parents nowadays deny doing. They don't want their kids to be putting that stuff in their bodies. Okay, cool. You're the parent, right? But these people automatically, they label you just because you didn't want to get a booster shot, or just because the first one made you sick, so you denied the second one. Now you're an anti-vaxxer, and now you're a threat to humanity. It's ridiculous. So, guys, this is the stuff that the propaganda that we're seeing nowadays. This is in my local area here in Washington. This is a city nearby, and I'm just I don't even know how to say it. Like, I'm lost for words. We've been in this really murky water of political climate where people of either side just are going at each other. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Like, I see flaws on both sides. I see flaws in policies. I see things that could be done differently. Maybe I agree with a little bit of here on this side, but I don't necessarily agree with everything. So I also look at the other side and I'm like, this makes sense too. If only there was a way to sort of combine it without saying, oh no, you're automatically a this or that because you don't agree with this policy or this, that, right? It's insane to me. Guys, not to mention as well, I should also mention, I believe that in the past, I've actually lost some friendships of mine because I spoke out on things I disagreed on with them. And when I give my opinion, apparently we're not allowed to have opinions no more. So what do? They cut you off, they ghost you, or they say some mean, nasty words to you. Guess what? I mean, we could disagree civilly. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate you. I'm just saying that I use my head, common sense first. I look at things from the middle. I don't just pick sides. I like to look at everything and take things from here, take pieces of this and that, and see what works for me, right? Because at the end of the day, when we vote and we're looking at stuff in the politics, we're literally voting or agreeing with stuff that fits stuff for our lives, right? We're not looking out. Let's be real here. Most of the time, people look out for their best interest. So, but when you try to force someone to be a part of one side or the other side, and you don't let people, have a mutual understanding or a mutual disagreement, it creates this tension, this really dark, energy, and that's what we're going through right now. This poster that was sent to me was it's just, to me, it's nothing but propaganda and attacks on a person's character, which I know politics in the past have sort of been like that, but come on, I mean, just because you take a picture with someone now, that means that you're that or this. Like, come on, man, this is getting old. But I'm gonna show you guys here on my screen here real quick. Just a few of this individual's. Her name is Neat Grewal. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm going to show you a little bit of her page that I came upon. Just looked it up on Google, and I want to see what she's all about. And I'll let you guys decide on whether or not she is, a right-wing extremist or whatnot. I mean, maybe she's a conservative, but she doesn't agree with everything that the MAGA movement is doing. Anyways, guys, let's move into this real quick and take a look at this real quick. All right, you guys, so take a look at my screen here real quick. So right now I am on her page for city council. Her name is Neat Grewal. Again, I know it's probably the third time I said that, and I might be mispronouncing it, but I apologize. So here are a few things that I read that I don't necessarily disagree with, and I don't know why people would hate on this, but here it is. So Neat is also focused on strengthening Kent's economy. She plans to streamline the business permitting process, incentivize small businesses, and close loopholes that cost the city revenue. Okay, so what's the problem with that? Like, we don't want to boom our economy here, our local economy. I don't see what the problem is. Okay, let's move on. In addition, Neat is a fierce advocate for family values. She believes every child in Kent should have access to high-quality education, well-funded youth programs in arts, tech, and sports, and extracurricular opportunities that match those in neighboring cities like Bellevue and Seattle. She supports inclusive community representation, respect for tradition, and fostering opportunities for all families, regardless of faith or backgrounds. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Democrat side, the liberal side, all about inclusion and, all fairness and all backgrounds? I mean, why is she considered a right-wing extremist slash MAGA? I mean, I don't see where the problem here is. But, again, I'm looking at it from the middle. I'm looking at it from a distance. I'm looking at everything. I'm not just looking at it from one angle on one side or the other. Guys, let me know what you think. So, last thing here, let's see. She enjoys spending time with loved ones, exploring the outdoors with her dog, swimming in Lake Washington or at the ocean, riding ATVs, composing music, and supporting the theater. All of these things that I'm reading, of course, it's just written. It could be baloney. I don't know. But if this is what is being posted out there on her page, why are we using her personal Instagram photos? Maybe she took pictures of that stuff before, the MAGA movement was a thing. Or maybe she took pictures with those folks before they were hated in the media. We don't know. I mean, I haven't gone into her social media, Instagram or nothing, to go look at the dates or nothing. But I could be wrong. Maybe she took them after, this administration took over. I don't know. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Am I reaching? Are these people reaching? What do you think about these propaganda posters that are going out? I understand Washington is overall a very blue liberal state. A lot of the major cities are blue, but if you are familiar with Washington, the farther east you go, down in the state, you're going to see a lot of red. And unfortunately, we're, like I said, in this very murky water of political climate. People are at each other's throats. Let me know what you guys think. If you would want me to do some more research on this individual, let me know down in the comments below. If you are enjoying these videos that I'm posting of these trending topics, especially in my local community, go ahead and leave me a like, please. I would very much appreciate it. We are at 37 subscribers, and I am very excited to know that you guys are enjoying these videos. Anyways, guys, have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.